Hey there, I'm Simon Owens, Assistant Managing Editor at U.S. News and World Report. Here with me is reporter Jason Koebler, and today we're discussing why congressional candidates are now attempting to court the so-called internet vote. So Jason, what is the internet vote, and what does it have to do with a bill called SOPA?
Well, the internet vote is, registered voters who care very much about the internet. Maybe they work in Silicon Valley, or maybe they just spend a lot of their time, on the internet. And they're very upset when lawmakers try to legislate the internet. Earlier this year, there was a bill called SOPA that would have censored some websites that hosted pirated material, and there was another one called SISPA that would have allowed companies to share data with the government. So anytime Congress kind of puts their foot there, there's been some kind of big protests, and now lawmakers are kind of stepping back and saying, hey, maybe we should appease these voters.
Because of this massive blackout that we saw earlier this year.
In January there was what was called the SOPA Blackouts. Reddit went down for 12 hours and Wikipedia blacked out for the entire day. And that kind of got the attention of pretty much everyone in Congress and effectively killed the SOPA bill.
And it was a huge wake-up call for them, right?
Yeah, after that, they decided to kind of listen to these people, see what they wanted. People say that when you try to legislate the internet, you're stifling innovation. You're kind of there's often unintended consequences to what you're trying to do there. So it's hard to write a good bill that effectively stops piracy or allows companies to fight back cyber intruders without having some sort of other consequence.
Now, are they just giving them lip service to court them, or are they actually going to be shifting their platforms, the DNC or the RNC?
Well, I talked to sources in both the DNC and the RNC, and they both said that they're at least talking about putting in their official party platforms at the upcoming conventions. I couldn't really get any specifics about what they're going to do, but right now it looks like they're at least taking this seriously, and we'll see what happens come convention time. And
what are some of the big issues, like net neutrality, privacy, piracy, things like that?
I think right now the two biggest are probably privacy. People don't want the government looking at what they're doing, and piracy. They don't want different websites being censored or shut down without kind of due process. So I think those are the two big ones right now. There's certainly lots of other ones, internet speed throttling and different, can you use BitTorrent at all and that sort of thing. But right now, privacy and piracy are the two big ones.
And do either of the parties seem to have an edge right now, maybe in fundraising?
Right now, the GOP is surprisingly up a little bit. It's fairly even among Silicon Valley PACs. But right now, the GOP has a lead, I think, because they've kind of stepped away from SOPA faster than the Democrats did, and they're getting the money from, say, Google and Facebook, whereas the Democrats are buoyed up by Hollywood and other content producers.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us at U.S. News and World Report. To learn more, visit us on the web at usnews.com.